Mwah. Welcome, everybody, to Beyond the Veil. I am Adina, your hostess, your pilotress, and your psychic comedian for the evening. I'm going to wait on everybody to come on in and join me, and then we'll begin chatting. Happy Mother's Day to all the mamas. Hey, Sissy. Hey Erica, hey Pink Flames, hey Princess, hey JD. Happy Mother's Day to all the baby mamas that are in the chat, that are watching me. God bless you all. Thank you for your service. Ooh, I threw myself together really quick. I didn't plan on coming on today. Hey Jess, happy Mother's Day if you're a mom. And happy Mother's Day to your mothers if y'all on good terms with them. If not, so I thought to throw myself together and come on live. I've been chilling. That's why I look like everything put together in one today. But tomorrow I will be doing the Blockbuster and road opening ceremony. And I'm not going to come and do my Monday live. I am going to go on live with my subscribers, my members. I am going to do a membership live, and I'm going to do one after this on King Von. And I'm going to do that on my membership channel after this live because I'm too scared of the thugs to do it publicly. I don't want nobody coming at me. I don't want that smoke, but I feel safe in my members' lives. So I'm going to read King Von tonight because I have a theory. I have a suspicion based off of a YouTube video I was watching as I was outside having 420, and I just had some random YouTube video playing in the background, and it was talking about, I think, rap interviews where they checked where they got exposed or something like that, and they showed a clip of Little Durk and King Von up at the Breakfast Club, and they were mentioning how Lil Durk was trying to keep King Von from like incriminating himself, and Charlemagne was trying to set him up to snitch on himself, and Charlemagne was just like, "Oh, so I heard you had, some murder charge, some unalivement charges or whatever," and King Von was like, "Yeah, I had 3, and I beat them all." And Lil Durk stepped in and was just like, "It's easy to beat them all when you're innocent." It seemed like King Von wanted to like flex on his charges, and Lil Durk was trying to keep him from doing too much because Charlemagne was going to bait him into doing the most. And something went off in my mind. I don't know what part of my mind, if it was my flesh mind or my spiritual mind, but I thought, I'm curious. So I'm going to do a King Von reading. I'm not going to seance him because I don't seance serial killers. Well, not him. But I am going to read him. So, anyways, that's for my membership live after we do this. I would like to look and see how this trial is going to go from Cassie. I'm going to read her tonight and look at her and see how she is doing in this trial era, in this trial season. Yes, Sissy Barbie, I do not want the thugs. I don't want this to turn into a gang war because I'm a part of the Sleaze Brim Swoot, and I don't want the Chicago GDs and JKs and po' boys and the bomber clots and whatever else they got up there. I don't want them coming after me because they crazy. They just anybody. And I got youngins around here. It's like they just close their eyes and just bop, bop, bop. O block, Z block, T block, LMAO block, LOL block, SMDH block, H&R block. I don't want none of them coming for me, okay? I don't want to put the sleaze brims in this because we chilling right now. It ain't the season for war. It's the season for prosperity. So no, I'm going to do that in the membership chat because it's only sleaze brims in there. All right. All right. Let's look at Sassy Cassie. And the whole time I've been preparing to do this, I have been hearing Sassy Cassie in my mind. I wonder if somebody called her that. O Block got the best Jamaican food. Really? But what you got to go through to get it? You got to go through the trenches to get them oxtails. They better give you extra gravy after what you might have to go through to get it. You risk your life and you going to keep doing it. Listen, for some food, I'll do something strange too. For a good, yep, I will too. I ain't mad at you. I'll go down there in Teflon, bulletproof, armored vehicles. I'm going to wear pots and pans on my chest, all over my chest. I'm going to wear a pot on my head. Just, because you never can be too safe. But I'll do it too. I'll be down there with you, JD. All right. Most High Mother and Father God, please allow me to conjure up the spirit, soul, and collective energy of Cassie. Cassie, is it Ventura? Fine. She said, please say fine. Okay. Ventura was associated to Diddy. Fine. You know what I wonder? Not saying that Cassie didn't love this man and not saying this man didn't love her. But I think even in them loving each other, they was like, bae, you finna shake down Diddy, and then you finna turn him over to the feds. You gonna end up having to go to trial. Let's get married and have some babies. Because they're probably, once you go against Diddy in court, they're gonna bring out the big guns against you. You know that, and you do have a little bit of a past. I think Cassie and Alex knew that she had a little bit of a past that they would bring up. I think they both were like, we love each other. Let's get married and have babies and clean up your image. Clean you up. Because by the time this is all said and done, by the time all of this happens, you'll be married. You'll have been married for some years. We'll have a baby or two. They won't be able to physically visually associate what they try to associate you with what they see with you. A lot of the people who are interested in the Diddy trial today, especially the younger generations, they weren't there to see Diddy and Cassie in their heyday. They hear of it, but they weren't there to see it. And so they're the ones who, that's and then even the mainstream that wasn't following Diddy in his hip hop era, they're the ones who they're like, okay, Cassie is married, she's got kids, she's got this, this white guy or whatever he is, he's not black. And then you have this thug, big bad wolf Diddy. He's not married. He's accused of this and this. He has a harem. But you got Cassie over here married to this, handsome Caucasian man. They've got 2 kids. It looks good. Not saying that they don't love each other, but, if I fell in love with someone who knew, because they was around, and they knew I had a past, but they knew that I deserved justice on some Bonnie and Clyde, We probably plot that out. Cassie, I'm absolutely sure, thought of every single aspect of what was going to happen when she pulled the trigger on Diddy. She knew the type of guns that would be pulled out against her. So, they sitting there like, all right, babe, after we do this, we going to do this, this, and this, and make sure I get pregnant so that, and I'm not mad at it because that's something I would do. If I was in that situation and I knew I was about to do what she did, I would do it too. Clean up my image because that's what they're going to come after. Cassie. Cassie, fine. Cassandra, fine. Talk to me, if your name is Cassandra, talk to me about what's going on with you currently now that Diddy's trial is underway. Cassie, what part in this trial will you play? What's going on with you now as Diddy's trial has begun? And what will be the outcome for you in Diddy's trial? Cassie. Hi, Sony B love. Cassie Cat. I like that. Cassie Cat. Hey, Fly God. Again, to anyone who's just joining, if you're a mother, happy Mother's Day to you. God bless you. Or Goddess bless you. Or you bless us. And if you are not a mother, happy Mother's Day to your mothers, even if they're not here. I may even, after this is done, pull an oracle card from like the collective's mothers, like the mamas whose mamas is on the other side. If you have a parent, a mother who is on the other side, say something in the chat. Let me know in the chat. And then I may pull an oracle card for you from the other realm. I may just do one collectively from the... Yeah, I can't because too many people are going to see this, Erica. All right, I'll figure it out by the time I finish, Cassie. Erica, Sony B, Nisi. Big hugs to everyone whose mother is on the other side. I know y'all be needing extra hugs and extra love on Mother's Day because y'all be, it don't matter how long it's been. It always hits y'all on Mother's Day. So, I love y'all. And your mamas do too. Remember the last time I read Diddy, and this was in his crowning position, and I said, this is Cassie. Oh, love you, Sony B. Extra love to you. Extra love, Erica. This is them wanting to associate Cassie with the shenanigans. So they're currently doing that. I don't know if I've seen it publicly. I haven't been keeping up because I've been busy, honey. But this is what's currently going on, or she's preparing for that to happen. The challenge is that there were things that she cannot say she wasn't an active participant to. The thing is, though, either way it goes, her thing is Diddy was powerful, not just, in one place, not just because he signed me or he controlled my career, because he did. Cassie was his artist. But Diddy was powerful. She'll say he had connections with law enforcement. He was abusive. There was really nowhere I could go. And, some things I was here for, but for the most part, I didn't feel like I had much of a choice for the most part. And I will say that the way that I agree with that is that when Cassie made attempts to leave I believe in my vision, because this is what I see in my vision, I believe that it's alleged that they were blocked. Even in that, and I'm not just speaking about the video in the hotel we saw. I'm not just talking about that, because she looked like she was trying to leave then too, and he came after her. But in my mind, I see many other attempts where she would even set up elaborate schemes and plots and plans to escape. But Diddy would have so many, moles and eyes and so many other people under control and in fear of him, that it just, it wasn't safe. I believe Cassie has come in contact with many life or death situations throughout her relationship with Diddy. But I also believe that in the beginning, and I don't know how long into the beginning it was, somewhere within the first 5 years, Cassie was with the shits. It was fun, it was sexy, it was hot, it was powerful. You know, she was on top of the world, she was high. So there's some things she can't wiggle her way out of, but she will say that I tried to escape and couldn't. She enjoyed being the it girl, his it girl, until she found out what the cost of it was, I believe. I don't know if it was 5 years of fun. I'm just saying, like in the beginning. And I don't know how long that lasts. Maybe it only lasted 1 or 2 years. But I don't think beyond 5 years. And I'll say after five, I don't think beyond 5 years it was all fun and games. Past position, this is Cassie when she decided to go and consult with an attorney to get all of this popped off. And in her near future, she's the Queen of Wands in reverse. She's going to have to face off her against her opponent, her King of Wands, and he's in the defense. So she's in reverse in her present position because she's already prepared for a smear campaign and for things that make her look bad. And because this is what he's going to use to make himself look good, he's in the upright. You know, seeing Soviet Union in the chat makes me wonder whatever happened to RB. RB, if you're in here, please say something, because the last time you were in here, we were joking about, you hiding people in your basement. And remember, I was telling him, feds be watching, be careful now before they kick in your door. I ain't seen him in here since. I think maybe one time he peeked in. RB, send a hoo-to-hoo if you hear me. I told you not to come on here incriminating yourself. Told you the feds be lurking. Lord, we're going to have to put together a Busted Baby GoFundMe, depending on what he did now. We're going to have to check the charges first. But if it's something that we can overlook, we're going to have to get them together. All right, crowning Cassie. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. This is the bargaining. You too, dog mom. Happy Mother's Day. Y'all look, Diddy is in the chat. Oh my gosh, Diddy. I was just talking about you. Diddy is in the chat, you guys. I made it. Report live from court, from the courthouse, you guys. Diddy has his trial going on, but he decided to come to Beyond the Veil. I mean, not that I'm that surprised, because I am that girl. But you got a lot going on, Diddy. The chat is going crazy. Next time I go live, I'm going to put the live replay on so everybody can see. He said I got some free time. Let me pin Diddy's comment. I know. Yo, this is the funniest troll I ever met in my life. Gagged me. Yo, Diddy, you better go because my moms is, they said they gonna snitch on you. Oh, you're welcome, beloved. I see you messaging me. My moms is gonna snitch on you. You better go. They only loyal to the blessed baby Diddy's. You can't go back to jail. I know, Diddy, you ain't even in there. I know you can't, but I told you should have called me before. You should have called me a long time ago. You should have called me a year and a half ago. You should have called me when that lady stole my reading because I know you seen it. You should have called me when the feds seen my reading and went back to your second house after I told Quincy to go stick his hand under that mattress. And then a few days later, the feds found out that you had a house next door and they raided it. It's too late, Diddy. I can't. You should have called me before you got Ursula Dontor tattooed on your back. Anyway, Diddy, back to the cell block. Back to O Block, Diddy. Back to O Block you go. But you can still pay the reparation consultation fee in honor of the women because I'm a woman. So in honor of the women that's hurt, Diddy, you got to pay a reparation consultation fee, and I'm gonna donate half to victims of domestic violence. And y'all know that starts at 40,000. It's always a 40. It's 40,000. That's the beginning. Not 40 million for him. That's for the colonizers. They got to pay the 40 mils. Diddy got the 40,000 consultation fee, and 20 grand is going to go to victims of domestic violence. I know it's a fake Diddy, but listen, the troll this is the best troll that ever trolled and trolled them in my life. And I've seen some great trolls in here, but you just gagged me. You made me laugh so hard. I feel it in my stomach. That sounded nasty. Don't take it that way, Diddy, because I know you might not have had none in a while. And anything I say or do, you might want to use against me. So scratch that. Bargaining. Crowning Cassie was the bargaining. Now, imagine Diddy sending Cassie that money and thinking that she was going to go and ride off into the sunset, and she got it and still went to the feds, because I see that's what happened here. I believe Diddy paid it so fast because he thought she was going to take it and go quietly. But no, Cassie said, no, buddy, you hurt me. You hurt me, sir. You tried to unalive people that I loved and wanted to love me back. You threatened my family, because I remember that was a rumor. She, allegedly. Sir, no. I'm going to get that 30M. And even if she told him, even if he was like, if I send you this money, you got to go away, Cassie. And she was like, fine, fine. I don't want to be bothered with all of that stuff anyways. And he was like, yeah, she gonna take that. She gonna take it. And as soon as she heard that chirp chirp from that Cash App, that Zelle went through. Hello, police. Mm-hmm. She walked him down, honey. Walked him down. She walked him down. For every lick that she ever had to endure, Her new name is YB Cassie. She's YB Cassie now because she walked him down real bad. Look, I said she walked him down. Look, so below, as above, get that money, and he thought she was going to get the money and go. And he'd be like, yeah, she dumb, because I'm going to send her the money, and I might steal. But no, she said, I'm going to take this money from him, make him come up off that big bag, and I'm still going to call the police. Police! Help! Policia! That's exactly what she said. Walked him down, YB Cassie. Cassie is the number one. She was Diddy's number one girl, and now she's the Fed's number one girl. It seems that they base their entire investigation around her. And rightfully so, because she spent a decade with him, and she was his it girl. There was a lot of stuff that I'm sure she did come clean about, just to let them know that she was telling the truth. Like if she had to say he was trafficking, and they say, how you know? And she was like, I was there because I had to keep the girls in line. So they based this case around Cassie. She took his money, went to the feds, and probably sat there for 10 days and 10 nights telling them about the 10 years she spent with him. Now, this is a story all about how my life got flipped, turned upside down, but I'd like to take a minute, just sit right here and tell you how I became the prince of a town called Bel Air. That's how it started, and then 10 days later, they was like this. Nah, they was glued in. They was glued in. She went there and she said it all started, and then she took it all the way up until the point where she walked them down. She gave everything. I don't believe she left even her nasty parts out, because her nasty parts are nothing in comparison to the thing, because she wouldn't have any nasty parts if she wasn't a part of Diddy and his nasty shit. She might have been an accomplice, but to his enterprise, to his shenanigans. So they're like, fine, you can tell us that you did this, this, and this, because it's his. It's not your enterprise. It's his. This is his world. So yeah, she told him everything. 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 Diddy, if you're still in the chat, y'all, where Diddy at? Oh, he right here. You had to go use the little Diddy's room. You back, Diddy. She told them everything. Diddy, she told them stuff that you don't know she knows, because she's been snooping and preparing to get you back. Diddy, you wasn't framed. Diddy, stop now. If you in here, this how I know you ain't the real Diddy, because the real Diddy would never come in my live, maybe somebody else's live, but not mine, and say I was framed. Diddy wouldn't come in here and say I was framed. Diddy would say, where do I send the wire? If I sent her 30 M's, if Diddy found his way in here and he's been watching, he'll send me 50, because he know I'm good for it. Now, can't get you off everything, because you deserve some of this. But listen, you want to take somebody big down? You want to offer somebody up way bigger than you? I'll tell you who it is. I'll tell you where their bodies is buried. Diddy, listen. That's how I know you ain't real, talking about friendship. Diddy, you know I know you. All right. Jury selection, I don't know if it's over or it's about over. I think he was concerned about that because this was in Diddy's near future in the most recent check-in I did with him. I think that was on Friday, maybe. It was on Friday, I think. This was in his near future. And they came out with that list of witnesses. It had the good bishop on there. He done had another heart palpitation when that came out. They trying to put the bishop in the ground. Y'all know he can't handle all of this. But it didn't seem like that list made enough because they said they added some people on there to kind of like dilute prejudice or something. But jury selection and that list of witness, that's what that is. It came and went almost. Hopes and fears for Cassie. I think the only fear for her is that he doesn't get out, because she's let them know even all of her tea. So she's not concerned about a tower moment for her. She's not concerned about anything that they try to expose about her, at least not to the feds. Now to the public, yeah, that might be tea, but she doesn't care about the court of public opinion. Cassie is 30 M's richer. She's got 2 kids, a husband that she probably thinks is very fine, otherwise she wouldn't marry him. She does not care about you guys. She doesn't care about the world. She's had enough. Once this is over, Cassie is going to go and continue living her hermit life, and it's not going to have anything to do with, you know, the hip hop and urban world. It's just not. So her hopes and fears, you know, she knows that some things that, you know, they say it might be spicy, but she's already told the feds everything, including her parts. So it's not a tower moment for her. Outcome. 2 of Pentacles for Cassie. She's the juggler. She successfully set this stage that she's standing on. She successfully juggled Diddy's money, because I believe today, seeing this reading, that Diddy was under the impression Cassie was going to take the money and go. But this, and this, in the positions that they're in, tells me that she said, okay, I will. And then she said, I lied, psych. Now, the outcome for Kitty. Didn't somebody call her Cassie Kitty in here? The outcome for Cassie is that after all this is said and done, she's going to walk away with her money, making it stretch so that it can last her for the rest of her life, knowing that she did this. She did all of this. She took his money and she set the stage for his trial. And she's the juggler because it all lies with her. This whole trial is her. Cassie I will say that the outcome for Cassie is that she will have done what she set out to do. She will have taken down Diddy, and not just in the court of public opinion, because she doesn't care about that. She wanted to take him down the real way. Now, this isn't a complete victory for her, not the chariot for her, because they can't make everything stick that she brought to them about him. But with what she did do, she did her little 1-2. She told them a lot of stuff that they were unsuccessful in bringing against him. That's the only sour part, because she shared a lot more with them that they can't, she's not satisfied that they can't take him down for. We can imagine what some of that is. Now here's a child here. I don't know if it's alive. And I'm not talking about a fetus, a baby in a belly. I'm talking about a child that was alive that may or may not be here anymore. Whatever happened to that little girl that Diddy said he adopted, that little Caucasian girl? Whatever happened to her? Cassie's protection is about how she played all of this. She was protected the moment she took his money and then went to the Fed still and told everything. Everything. She played this very, very, very smart. The first time I read her, after all of this happened, she came out as the Queen of Swords, and she usually does. She played this very smart and strategic. Does anybody know what happened to that little white girl that Diddy said they said she adopted? He adopted? Nobody? I'm curious about where she is. There's a child here, and I'm not saying it's her, but she came to mind. And because this makes me think, because the son and the son and the fool, this is a child, but this doesn't give me like a child that isn't in the womb, that's still in the womb, like a minor, a young girl. And then this, I don't always take the death literally, but this feels literal. This is what made me think about the one he said he adopted because of the Three of Pentacles. Ava, is that her name? Where is she? I think Cassie wanted to get him for something that has to do with a child, a young child, or a minor that's no longer alive. Not saying it's her, but I don't think that they have enough evidence for it. All right, this is going to be a really quick one. I'm about to wrap this up because it's not much I need to clarify here. Near future, King of Wands, and Knight of Wands. He's going to come after her with a vengeance because she wasn't supposed to do this. She was supposed to take the money and not say anything, not go to the police. So he's angry. Present position, he hates her more than he hates anybody in this world. More than anybody. And it's because he's a Scorpio and she got him. She just got him by the balls. He hates her. He hates her. He even hates that it's only so much he can do, like going against her in court because he's supposed to be locked up. So he can only legally fight her back in the court of public opinion and stuff like that. And he hates that too. It's not about understanding what you deserve, because once you acquire a certain amount of power, karma is different. And I'm not saying it's different, but some people come to look at it different. So he may feel like I paid back in some other way. This is too much, because we don't know what all he may have gone through. We don't know where karma may have touched him. So he may be looking at it like, I paid back my sins. We're looking at it like you're paying them back now. And he is. But to you who asked, he don't see his part at all. Rich people think, I donate X amount to charity. That covers my sins. I may not make the best moral choices, but the money that I put out into the world that a lot of people love me for, that balances out. And that's how they look at it a lot of times. Which is why charity is synonymous with the wealthy and the elite. Which is why you see Bill Gates and people like that say they're going to leave their entire wealth to charity when they pass away. They're trying to balance out the scales. All right, that was it. Now, Erica and what was your name? Sony B. You guys still in here? I'm going to do this for you two, and you two only. Just give me 1 second. Okay. You're here. And Erica, are you still here? Okay. All right. Do you mind telling me, Sony B, what was your mother's name? Okay, Erica. Tell me, what was you guys' mother's name? You said Sony B so pretty. I gotta go and look at her after I get off live. Ethelry, Shirley Ann. I know y'all lying. Listen. Ethelry and Shirley Ann. Listen, I can smell the pot liquor. I can smell the pot liquor, the collard green juice. Welcome, Sissy. Catch up. Next Sunday, we have a part 2, and next Sunday is special because Tiara asked to talk about meditation. I'm going to teach you guys a little quick, fast money candle trick next Sunday using my prosperity oil. I can't tell you how to do it without it. You was 6 when she passed, so you ain't get to taste her green, Sony B. I know Erica with a mama named Ethel Ree. Ooh. Child. All right, all right. First, let me start with Sony because she mentioned she was here first. Girl, I can just smell collard greens, and I put a lot of hot sauce in my collard greens, so it smells vinegary. Y'all come on in here and eat. Yes, Miss Shirley. Yes, Miss Ethel. Come on in here and eat before the food get cold. You know they always want you to eat before the food get cold. They be real worried about that food getting cold, boy. God forbid you use a microwave. No. You got to eat it before it get cold. Because it tastes like love when it's fresh out the pot. I get it now that I cook. All right, all right. Shirley in. All right. I actually like Crystal's hot sauce better than Louisiana, but I got a bottle of Louisiana in there. I'll do Louisiana, but I need Crystal's. All right. Did she pass away from some illness, Sony? Most High Mother and Father God, thank you for Sony B. She's in my chat. I don't know her real name, but since you guys are assembled here, she's right there in my chat. She goes by Sony B. And her mother's name is Shirley Ann. It's Mother's Day spirit, and her mother is with you in the spiritual realm. No longer in her flesh. Yes, kidney? Okay. I smelled a disease in my nose, and sometimes kidney disease, like people who Not saying your mother did, but I know someone who got like cirrhosis of the, okay, I'm thinking about liver. Okay, never mind, because that smells. I smell disease sometime on spirits. She wasn't even that old, was she? It's not like she just passed away of old age, was she? Doesn't seem like she was that old because I smell disease on her, so it doesn't smell like old age disease. Okay, 27. That makes sense. That makes sense. If I smell disease on her, because you think kidney, and you're like, oh, okay, she passed away old. You know, the body, the organs naturally start shutting down. But no, if I smell it, then no, that means it took her. Okay. All right, Shirley Ann. You know what? I'm going to cleanse my hands so that I can cleanse her. Just imagine me wiping her down, giving her a little bath. You guys, send some love to Sony B, Miss Sonia in the chat. If you are kind, and most of you are, follow Sissy Barbie's lead. Send her a heart or something, please. Because that's what we do around here. We show love when people need it. All right. All right, Shirley Ann. Let me just wipe your your body down. Wipe you from your crown. She says, "Oh, that feels so good. It's so cool. Oh, you know how a cat, when you rub a cat and it purrs and it just loves how you just, that's how it feels to her. Florida water has a cooling sensation, so she's like, oh, that feels good. I don't know where she's been, but this is the first time on the other side she's encountered someone like me. Happy Mother's Day, Shirley Ann. I have your daughter Sonia here. She said, my baby. My baby. Are you her firstborn, Sonia? All right, Miss Shirley. Can you please get, okay, okay. All right. I thought so. I thought you were. She is like, my baby girl. Yes, I have Sony B here. Sonia. Because she's like, Sony B, Sonia. So much joy. So much joy. She can see you. She's looking at you. For the first time. Sometimes people's ancestors, they cross over and they right there looking you in your face. Maybe because she was so young when her disease took her, and you probably were young too. It's like she found you. You guys are connected now. Oh my goodness. I hope you can feel her embrace, because that's what I see her doing. Knock my phone to the side. Okay. Miss Shirley, may I have one oracle card for your daughter Sonia, who is here in my chat on Mother's Day? She misses you. She loves you. She said, I can't believe I can see her. She's so beautiful. She said, she's so beautiful. Look at her. Well, let me look at her real quick. I agree. She just keeps saying, look at her. Look at her. Oh my God, look at her. She says she calls herself Sony B. I like that. She says she's a grown woman now. Are you older than what she is when she passed away? You don't have to tell me your age. She says she's a grown woman now. Older than I was, maybe. Yeah. She said you're a grown woman now, older than I was. Looking at the woman you've become, she's in tears, not sad tears. Um, because looking at you is like looking at what she didn't get to grow into. You know, moving forward, now that you guys are connected now, you can talk to her now as if she's here because she can hear you. Your thoughts, if you don't want to talk out loud, you know, when you're just in your own time and you're talking to her, she can hear you now. So you guys can connect now and you'll notice her energy around you more present now. She is just looking at you in awe, looking at your life. Do you have children, Sony? Looking at your life, amazed. She says, I couldn't have done it better. I couldn't have done it better. She said, look at how many people love you. Look at your children. That's what made her tear up your children. She actually just chuckled and was like, I can't believe I got grandbabies. She's laughing through tears and stuff like that. All right, Miss Shirley, let me move on before I start. I'm coming off of my cycle. That's the only time I get choked up. All right, Miss Shirley, give me one oracle card. She said, no, let me talk to her. Give her 3, please. She's so sweet. She's a sweet girl. She's a sweet lady. Very polite. She says, please. She's just so like, I can't believe this is happening. I can't believe I can see my baby girl. She's got babies. I'm a grandma. She's so beautiful. Look at her. She just keeps saying, look at her. Okay. I'll take three oracle cards for Shirley. Yes, Miss Shirley and Sonia. And then Miss Shirley, please stay connected with your daughter because I'm going to have to move on to Erica. Oh, she says, okay, I understand. She says Erica's mom is already here. All right. 3 cards, Shirley, from you to your daughter, Sonia. Look at this card. Look how pretty this lady is on this card because it's a Virgo card. Look at her. This is one of the few cards that has a face on it, actually. So she thinks you're beautiful. She says, disregard the message because I usually read the message. She needed the picture because, like I mentioned, this might be the only oracle card with a face on it. She wanted the picture so that she could show you how beautiful she thinks you are. Bring love into the situation. Now that you guys have been connected from the astral realms, wherever she was swimming in the ethers, it's like I have now tied you guys together. She didn't know that it's like she found you now. Bring love into the situation. Now she can pour her love onto you and whatever other spiritual gifts and abundance that she has access to now from the dark side of the moon. Now she can pour it out onto you now. Oh, Cece, let it out. And another Aquarius card. Both, look at these pictures. They're the same. This and this. The same almost. Because they're both Aquarius cards. Look, now that she's found you, all she wants to do is just pour love out onto you and whatever else she plans to pour out onto you from the other side. I imagine you could expect some blessings to arrive within the next 90 days. Unexpected blessings comes from Miss Shirley. So don't shout me out. Shout your mama out. Step out of your comfort zone and show the world the real you are here too. So you're in Aquarius. That makes sense. There's two Aquarius cards here. Okay. Well, there you go. Her beautiful, beautiful daughter. She just wants to love, 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 love on you. And this is a Virgo card. Virgo is the sister sign to Pisces, not Aquarius. So, sorry, I take that back. But yes, this is your mother. So, Miss Shirley, please go and be with your daughter moving forward in peace and in blessings to the both of you girls. All right, Erica and Miss Ethelry. All right, let me shake Miss Shirley off. You're welcome, Sony B. You know, it's just as easy to talk to the passed away. When people pass away, if I cry, it's because I'm at a funeral and I'm seeing everybody else's emotions. I grieve for those who are grieving, not because I'm like sad, because I've spent so much time dealing with the other side. They're so present. They're so present, so active. All you gotta do is just reach out and talk to them. Now, sometimes it takes bringing them in, and that's why sometimes you might need some help. Your mother needed help, but it's Mother's Day. This was ordained. I've never even seen you in my chat before. So your mother and you were meant to connect now. And now you guys are connected moving forward. But they please don't feel, if any of you are grieving a loss, it's okay to grieve that person not their presence not being there. But if I can impart any one thing on you about the dead, just as quickly as I'm able to call Miss Shirley and Miss Anna, I didn't have to light a flame or nothing. In my mind, I called them up. In your mind, call them up. They're there. They can talk to you. And if you don't feel them after you've been calling them up, then book a consultation with me, because I may have to draw them in from somewhere and connect you guys, or someone else may have to. It doesn't have to be me. But talk to them. Some people create altars because it helps them create a presence, a connected place. If it helps you, get yourself a little candle. Even if it don't have to be a witchy candle, get yourself a nice aromatherapy candle, light it, and then just sit there and look at it and talk to your loved ones. And watch how the flame dances. The more you talk, the more emotion you pour into it, as if you're talking to them. Watch how the candle just starts to move and sway and dance, and then watch the thoughts that come in your mind, the images of your loved ones, thoughts that wow, I just thought of such and such, and ideas that pop in your mind that you may want to believe is from them, but you don't want to believe. Good, Sony. Use it now. Refresh it after today. If it's refresh it, refresh the water, clean it off if you have it this week, and light a new candle for it. Put some fresh flowers out there for it, because your mother will be there. Every time you step to it now and intend to connect with her or talk to her, there she will be. All right, Erica. It's a good thing that you didn't get to say goodbye with you, Nikki, because I don't think your grandmother would want you to say goodbye when she's still so present. In my family, I never say goodbye to my loved ones. I always say, see you later. Love you. Talk to you later. Love you. Later. Later. Sometimes it's just later. But bye, goodbye isn't in my vocabulary unless I permanently am never going to see you again. Then I say bye. If you hear, now to you guys, I say love you, bye, but I don't mean it like that. But it's okay if you didn't get to say goodbye with you, Nikki. She's even more present now, probably more present and active for you now that she's out of the confines of a physical body. Now she has all her superpowers, and she'll use them to help you. All right, Miss Ethel Ree. Miss Shirley Ann said you were already here. There are a lot of mothers actually in here wanting to talk to you guys, but I can't do that tonight. A lot of mamas are in my mind, are in my energy. I see them lined up like at a phone booth waiting to talk, but I can't. I just cannot. All right. Oh my God. Tell my baby, tell my daughter, tell my son. Oh my God, they can see us, they can hear us. Tell my baby, I'm so sorry, I miss you. Don't worry about the divorce. All kinds of stuff I hear in my mind. Shh. Miss Ethel Ree. Erica Marie's mama. She says, I'm here. I've been here since Shirley Ann. Miss Ethel, may I have 3 oracle cards for your daughter, Erica? It's Mother's Day and she misses you. I miss her too, is what she says. I miss her too. Not very chatty. She answers the questions. And tell Irene you said hi. Oh, you tell her. She hears you. Is Irene light skinned? Is she a fair lady? No. Somebody's very fair skinned. Mama or grandmama just popped up in my vision. Very fair skinned. Could be my granny. But I actually shared the link, Chrissy, on my post page. So go just to my profile. It should be a few posts down. Miss Ethel Reed, may I have 3 oracle messages to your daughter, Erica Marie? Erica, did your mama bake cakes? Happy Mother's Day, Alyssa. Yes, I have an ancestor named Irene. She wasn't fair skinned, but the woman that her husband married after she passed away, she was very fair skinned. So that could have been my granny I saw. And I have her middle name. Yes, Erica. Okay, because when I called Ethel Reed, the first thing that came to my mind, I seen a pineapple upside down cake and a pound cake. And I don't even eat pineapple upside down cake, but it looks so moist. And that pineapple looks so caramelized. Now that pound cake, I think it was good. I think that pound cake your mama made was bussin'. It looked thick and moist. Like you need something to drink to wash it down because it's so rich. But yeah, I seen when I called your mama Erica, I seen cakes, pineapple upside down, and a pound cake is specifically what I saw. That's so funny. It's so funny. Some of the images or smells or sounds. Pineapple upside down is your favorite, and I don't eat it. I don't like fruits with my sweets, and I don't like cooked fruits. I only like fruits that are fruit. I like raw fruit. I don't like you to cook it, and I don't like you to cake it or any of that stuff. Chrissy, Sissy Barbie posted the link for my membership in the chat. So, yes, I'll do a rum cake though. Okay, it's so funny the way spirits show up and how I what I pick up from them. All right, Miss Ethery. The smell of cake. It's pineapple upside down cake in my nose. It's almost like eat the cake anime, but I don't want it. Just pluck. I will pluck the pineapple off because if the pineapple wasn't cooked, I would eat it. Ethery, and I believe it's good. But dang, I'm gonna eat the cake. God damn. Next time I get the opportunity to eat a pineapple upside down cake, I am going to eat it in honor of your mama, Erica. I promise you. And when I do it, I'll come back and tell you. I'll probably take a picture. And it's so hard to get around it. I don't like cooked fruit. And so I don't even bother with it. Now, if it's just the one where it's the pineapple is on top, then I can take the pineapple off. But you're right, it's usually cooked into it. So, but for some reason, she want me to eat this pineapple. But if that's the cake that you like, then it's like, here, give my baby this cake for Mother's Day. Give my baby this cake. Erica, your mama baked you a cake for Mother's Day. Here, please. Do you know how to bake the cake that she baked, Erica? Go bake one next time you have the funds to set aside to bake a pineapple of the kind that your mama baked. Bake one, please, for your mama. Because she wants you. She's baking you. She baked you a cake. Specifically pineapple. Okay, Miss Ethel, now that I done gave your baby her cake. I can see her in a house dress. Your mama had a donk? Girl, I see a donk in that house dress. Anyways, you got an old school mama. She baked cakes. She got a donk. I see her wearing a house dress. Girl, all right. 3 cards for Erica Marie, Miss Ethel. A country girl with a donk. Okay. Look at the bigger picture. It's in reverse. You're not in school, Erica, right? You're not taking full advantage of something here. And maybe it's her. Maybe it's your connection with her. Let me see. A win-win outcome is forecast in reverse. Don't let your past hold you back. There is something. Are you participating in the Blockbuster / Road Opener ceremony tomorrow? Did you sign up for it? I'm going to wait for you to answer before I continue. Okay, I want to unpin Diddy message because... Okay, all right. That's going to clear up something for you. There is a blockage here that's not allowing you to win. Because a win-win outcome is forecast, but it's in reverse. Look at the bigger picture here. That's a Sagittarius card. Sagittarius is ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter rules justice and things like that. Not just Libra, but the idea, the moral idea of justice. Justice is the law, but the ethics, the principle of justice is what Jupiter rules. But don't let your past hold you back actually kind of alludes to breaking free from an obstacle or a challenge that's keeping this win-win outcome from being fulfilled. So you're about to get something removed that your mother is acknowledging that's there. And I actually kind of want to clarify this. All right, Miss Ethelry, what is this message that you gave to Erica through the oracles? Diddy, you still here? And you ain't sent no consultation fee yet? Oh, everybody walked you down, huh? After Cassie, everybody started walking you down. I get it. Miss Ethelry. She said you got some strange people in here watching you. She was talking to me. I know, Miss Ethel. I know, child. All right. What is this message that's here for Erica? One card, please. All right, you guys. After this, I am getting ready to head over to my members only live so we can talk about King Von, because I have some questions and only King Von can answer them for me. Some things that you've been wanting that you haven't been getting, certain outcomes, certain things you may have been praying for, hoping for, certain outcomes, or something you wanted, you either didn't get, you didn't get in its entirety or to its fruition, or you got it and it wasn't what you thought. This is just like wishes unfulfilled. You've got some wishes unfulfilled or some wishes being unfulfilled. Something is stealing and killing and destroying, almost a parasite leeching off of your blessings. But a tower moment is coming. Somebody may have to go. All right, never mind. And you'll be fine. And let me give some advice to you, Miss Erica, because this ceremony for you will loose you up from something. Now, when that something looses you up, when you lose something, and when something is removed, let it go. Even if you do this ceremony and then something falls out of your life that you didn't want to fall out or that you didn't intend to leave. Anything that leaves after a blockbuster / road opener, because a road opener is separate from a blockbuster, but I combine them, is meant to go. That ain't no coincidence. So just in case, we can't go into that on live, Miss Erica. That's a consultation situation. But I'm just saying, if anything falls out of your life, even if you didn't, it's not one of the things you anticipated to leave, don't pick it back up. Just grieve it and let it go, because there is a blessing coming immediately after it's gone. And it'll be gone in 3 days, because I'm going to start the ceremony tomorrow. But the candle that I got, actually, I'll let you guys see it. I always get a really fancy candle for these, and I just write all of you guys' names on them. I used to get individual ones, but Spirit said get a really fancy big candle, one that can house all of their names. You don't have to waste so many candles, because as my group ceremonies grow, you know, I could be up to dozens and dozens of candles at some point. And at some point, I'll probably start doing bonfire group ceremonies. But It smells so good. It's red because this is a Blockbuster slash roll opening, but it's scented red camellia. It smells so good. I used this on the last Blockbuster slash roll opening, the same candle. It smells so good. So even if y'all want to get this, I got off Amazon. This is the brand. This is the box. I think it was like 16 bucks. Shipped overnight. M&M Scents Home Fragrance. Secret Garden Red Camellia. So this is you guys' Blockbuster. It smells so good to me, honey. In my late 30s, I have been appreciating the scent of rose and red scented flowers. Very feminine, rosy scents I've been enjoying more. Reminds me of my grandmother Florence. It makes me think of her. She was a very fancy lady. So I got the candle. I got everything is ready to go for tomorrow. I am going to start in the hour of Mercury because it's the day of the moon. That is good for road opening doors. The hour of Mercury is good for block busting. And I'll be working with Papa Legba because he opens the way. So I'll be using my key. I have a special key that I use in these ceremonies. I'll be using Papa Legba. His day is Monday. His colors are red and black. And so I am excited. I am in this ceremony. I'm in every group ceremony I do, y'all. There ain't nothing that I do that I don't do for myself too. Unless you guys are paying me specifically for a ceremony for you. But I include myself in every group ceremony too because my name be first. My name be the first name I write on there, y'all. So don't fear finding out anything. Oh, wait. Get this ceremony by myself plus the fuck around and find out. I'm going to do a group fuck around and find out next. So, Angel Milky Way, don't pay me for that, for a personal one, unless you just want to. I'm going to wait a couple of months, though, because I don't like to do too many group ceremonies back to back. I feel it's too much. It's too much energy for me doing group ceremonies and getting too much work done on yourself back to back to back. That's counterproductive. You need to give your energy enough time to work out. So it'll be a couple of months, but maybe 2-3 months. I'm gonna do a group fuck around and find out. And I can't wait to hear you guys' testimonies about that, to see how your enemies just fall out before you. Some even show up that you didn't even know existed. Just get hit. You ain't even know they was a op till they showed up with a knife wound. And you was like, damn, you got hit too? Damn, homie. All right, well, members, I will see you over on the live that I'm about to pop up with. And again, happy Mother's Day to all the mamas. Happy Mother's Day to your mamas. If you are not a mother, blessings to your wombs. If you are wanting to become a mother in the future, blessings to your wombs. Blessings to your wombs, even if you're past the stage of mothering and you are closer to menopause or premenopause. Blessings to your wombs. They are portals. They are your power. Blessings to your wombs. Love you. Later.